Run for daddy.
Hey Alexa, play latest news.
Here's the news.
Describing the tentative agreement to end the strike that's paralysed the US film and television industry is a very good deal. Liz Alpha, Hollywood writer and producer.
Been talking about the tech cut plan for some time, and they're going to put the flesh on the bones and some of the details around it today. They're going to reveal what it would mean for taxpayers introduced.
Concerning that, Robert Baldani was invited on the show this week, but
$5 a week to rent to get down the pressure on rents because it really is the Swedeness and other people that are put around here and making sure we do this is labour market.
I don't like avocado. I thought it was ham. There we go.
Sarap?
I'm going to get a sauce like that to eat my salad.
Students pa rin. Harap. Sarap siya na.
So fun. This is actually fish. I love That's my paintbrush. Even though I make crowns so many times, it's still paper. It falls off its head. It fell off my head last time when I made a crown. Crown for Daddy because next time it's his birthday.
Nice.
And this is Dad's card.
Oh, you made him card. Nice.
Actually, I like the nuts.
You like the nuts? Turns out you like
But
it.
I don't like to put more.
Yeah, don't worry. I will not put more.
This is
Put lemon.
pantay ala Jeff.
How's your day, anak?
Good.
Did you enjoy your
Pink.
painting?
Apa?